had a look at working on road bikes. We've been at the press centre at Honda, we've seen them working on the Hornet, doing all the jobs you can do at home. Now we've come here to Honda UK's race centre up in Lincolnshire. This is the nerve centre, this is where it all happens for Honda racing in Britain. Superbikes, 600 Super Sports, 125, all happens in here. They do amazing stuff in here. So we're going to get in here and have a speak to the guys here about working on race bikes. What goes on behind the scenes for the racing you see every weekend. We're in the workshop now, and I've got Chris Pike here, who's the Chief Technician for the Red Bull Honda Superbike team. He's going to take me through the changes you make to a Fireblade road bike to turn it into a full-on superbike. Is that right?
That's right, it's just here, let's have a look.
Looking at the back end here, Chris, it looks like nothing's left for the road bike. I mean, swing arm looks different, brakes look different, the whole thing is just thrown in the bin.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, we sell it, but yeah, the tyres, obviously tyres like massively different profile, wider, the rims
Slicks,
wider.
Proper,
yeah,
full-on racing slicks.
Full-on racing slicks. The wheel's actually smaller than a road wheel. Yeah, lighter disc, smaller rear caliper down here. Also, obviously, we need to do pretty quick wheel changes. So this is an endurance-style axle. It just goes in, torque it up, and that's it. There's no nuts on the other side.
Save a lot of time.
No spaces to fall out or anything like that. Yeah, it's a quick release system. And obviously, the chain adjusters are held in position as well, so that doesn't move when you're changing the wheels. Yeah.
Really beefy swinging arm there. I mean, there's masses of aluminium there. I mean, is that made in-house, or do you sort of get someone to make that for you?
That's made by Harris Performance. It looks beefy, but actually it's not that strong. And you design flex into it. So yeah, it's very thin-walled material. Okay. So
does that to sort of help the suspension work when you're leant over or that kind of thing, or?
Yeah, helps the suspension and kind of helps turning as well. Yeah, tyre life also. If you have it so rigid that the shock has to do all the work, that destroys tyres.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to build a bit of flex into these things. Exhaust,
Akrapovic, big old name, great stuff.
It's excellent, yeah. We actually go down to Slovenia, and this bike this exhaust system is specifically made for this bike. It won't actually fit any other bike, so it's designed around our engine and everything. They do, yeah, a lot of good work for us.
Full titanium all the way through?
Full titanium all the way through, yeah.
Seat unit, it's carbon fibre, one piece. This one isn't painted, is it? That's how early we are.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to get to the painters yet. Yeah, it's completely self-supporting and double-skinned inside here. Yeah, so no fat riders, basically.
Right, like the back end, the front end just looks completely different. Like, again, you just take all the standard bits and just get rid of them completely. Well, take us through what we've got here.
We've got like 05 factory WP suspension, which is new to us this year, and also we don't use standard brakes. We've got the Brembo. This is a 4-pad caliper brake setup, which is very efficient. It's very good. Our riders comment that they can, if they want, they can put the bike on its nose at any point into a corner. It's just a question of pulling the lever a bit more. So, that's kind
so I mean, advantage over the standard parts is just much stiffer, firmer action, more progressive damping, all these kind of things, plus the adjustability.
Yeah, the adjustability mainly. The adjustability is probably a lot coarser than, say, on a standard road machine. They tend to have very fine adjustment on a road machine, so from wound right in to wound right out doesn't make a great deal of difference on a road machine, whereas if you wind these right in, they'll stop in that position.
If you're in one of these Fireblades on the road, you know already what a great bike it is, just the standard, the way it comes out the showroom. And as we've seen today, they've taken virtually every major part from that bike, got rid of it, and replaced it with something even fancier to build this British superbike. So the next time you're watching them racing on the television, you can just imagine how special they must be.